Oh, here it'll work. There we go. Cool. Alright, welcome back. I have no idea what we're doing today. Alright, let me make sure nothing caught fire. It's been a little bit since I've been on. And I've had to work a bit, so that's part of why I'm not sure what we're doing today yet. Maybe we'll just work on the wheat fields a little bit, because I know I have sort of a plan for that. Maybe we'll do another house. I think I do have a good bit of oak. Okay. What did we do last time? We did this area last time. Probably needs a little work yet. Not a lot. It's mostly done. Main bit of work it needs is somehow enclosing the villagers entirely, which is probably just going to be glass. And I don't want to do the lava until I have all the villagers in, so we'll see about that. But I think, let's see, the other thing I think that's happened is, I believe, I get back in the habit of checking the, I lost my knockout villager because I forgot about bed placement. Yep, it's actually placed wrong. It needs to be this way so that they don't get out. And that one, his bed is placed in the wrong direction, so somehow I gotta fix that. Can I get that? Yeah. Okay, now if you would move, that would be great. I can put your bed down there. Any chance I could get you to move over here? Really? Of course not. Oh. It'd be really good if you would move for me. Of course, can I even reach it? No. You may be without a bed for a little bit. I don't have the patience for that today. Good morning, everybody. I hope you're having a great day. I have updated some of the stream stuff just a wee bit. I'm gonna drop off this coal too. Should have, yeah, blocks here. Sweet. Yeah, I got some odds and ends there. What do I need? I need my gearbox. Because I have a mind to kind of work on the wheat fields a little bit because I have nothing else planned. Yeah, I got water. Alright, cool. I need my gearbox, which I set down somewhere. Definitely sorry. I have apparently my morning voice. Okay, now where to put the gearbox then? Oh yeah, that had odds and ends. Oh, it's got a lot of my mine stuff for I don't want to lose track of where that's at. Hello, dogs that bark in unison. I need names for those. I have a lot of creatures I need names for. Alright, where did I put the gearbox? That's, I just checked that. Yeah, that's the other rail stuff. So last time we worked over here mainly. I don't remember changing the gearbox out. Okay. Yeah, those are gonna be my channels for lava. And I think I'm gonna do maybe black glass over the top. Is a rough idea. What was I working on last? And where did I put? Oh, okay. Cause I could have sworn the last thing I worked on was the cave there. Okay, I don't see it in here. Apparently I need a shulker box locator. How did I get up there? Thought I made myself a way up there. I think I usually fly up there, so I never remember. There. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think I left it up here. I'm off kilter because I did the B video last. And if you watch those, I need to add that in the comment. Some of that was recorded when I was working on the UHC audio. So some of that has no game sound because I messed that up. Oops. Well, I meant to go up this way. Alright. Okay. It could be. That's also where my food is. Okay. I know we worked on these as well. Somewhat recently. No, it's not over here either. I have a lot of stuff scattered apparently. I am thinking I might want to redo that a little bit, or try a slightly different style on a new house. Because I wanted the colored blocks to be more of an accent. Okay, I'm gonna check the top of the tree trunk. One of the reasons I have the oak box on me is, oh, rabbit, stop committing suicide, please. I don't know why I came up here. Just to get a good look. Or I'm thinking. Okay. You actually need to check up there. Ouch. I could take the express elevator, but I want to take the scenic route through my root house up here. Need to work some more on these rooms. There's also a mini game challenge, which I could potentially do on stream. However, first I have to come up with an idea. And at the moment, I don't have one. Okay, yeah, I don't have it in my inventory, alright. Yeah, you're not up here. Okay. I did think of something I'm going to do. But for that, I want to try to do a time lapse of finishing up this outside. But let me look while I'm up here. That would have to go out a ways. I'm thinking about doing a waterfall down into that lake. Doing like a sort of a sprout cut off branch that channels water out that way. Would be an idea, but it actually does go a bit further than it would take. It would have to go further out than I thought. Alright, we are almost out of daylight already. Hello, Houdini. Okay, so either over here or possibly over here where I was working with villagers. So we'll try these. Main reason I need... Oh, yeah, I'll just do that. No. Oh yeah, you don't have a thing yet. You might be my replacement knockout villager at some point, depending on what we get. Okay. Oh, yeah, let's just go over here. Yeah. So I have a gearbox that has my hose in it, which is why I'm looking for that. Because honestly, I've been so away for a little bit. I had to work yesterday, so I didn't get on at all. Was actually watching stuff with the wife, so. No, you're not here either? Where did I... Oh. Sorry for the extra noise. Okay, I certainly hope I didn't pop it into a chest and leave it in a chest by accident. Because that's the one thing that irritates me about shulkers. Is that you can... I mean, it's great for storage, I suppose. You can just drop them off in a chest. And leave them. Alright. But I think that has my spare rockets too. Alright. I will check up here just on the off chance, but I don't think it is. Yeah, because I usually just drop it on the outskirts here. So, yeah, I don't think so. So... no. Close. Oh, do I have to stand? Yeah, okay. Alright. Really should have been over here. Cannot think of where. Well, the bees are hard to work anyway. Let's see. Alright, I'm gonna have to start checking chests to see if I dropped it off. Cause the one thing that would irritate me is if, I'm surprised I only have one enchantment set up, actually. I was gonna say the one thing that would irritate me is if I dropped it somewhere and it despawned. Oh no, I don't put things in there. Let me check, cause I was down AFK here. So let me double check. I don't think I put it down here, but I also need to check and see if I actually was AFK long enough to get some decent bone meal. If not, I need at some point to run the skeleton farm. Did one of my carts get stuck again? Yeah, let me restart that while we're here. It's the one odd thing about this is for some reason the carts get a little stuck. Okay. I don't think I have a lot of stuff dumped off. Yeah, that wouldn't be a reason for me to put it in the AFK spot, so nope. It's got to be over where we were working last. That's the only thing I can think of. And can you put a shulker inside another shulker? I can see me doing that by accident. Hi guys. Alright, so let me check. No. No. Wait, hold on. Is this a thing? No, you can't do that. Okay, so it should not be inside one of these. If I had done that, it would have to be inside a chest. Nope. I'm confused. And I kind of want to find it because that's where my spare gear and my carrots and my rockets are. That's the one that I really don't want to lose. There's a lot of them I don't want to lose. Never mind. What did I do with you? Okay. Alright, I'm gonna rummage through chests for a bit. I cannot remember. That's the one drawback to not being able to get on for a bit. Thank you, life. The other thing I can think of, the only other thing I can think of is that perhaps it got accidentally recolored, which I suppose is possible. I just looked through all these though. I would have figured that out. It's been a while since I've been mining, so I don't think that would be the case. Apparently, I'm going to spend most of this episode. Pinky, I swear, I promise I will make a thing for you. I don't know that I like the jack-o'-lanterns like that. I might have to redo the light sources. I actually prefer the backside. Well, most of the time. Halloween's different. Where would I have left the thing? Oh, that's something else I need to do. Oh, good God, there's so much to do. Oh, no, no, no. You would be in a chest. You would not be. Unless I accidentally recolored you. And I don't think I did, because these were here for a while. Let's see. Didn't I put... one of these houses has a dump chest, I think. Or did. Oh, maybe not. Okay, so you're not out here. I mean, I'll check the portal in a minute, but no. Wait, we can check here. Nope. And that should not be, and that's... Those are mostly honey stuffs. I don't think I did down here. There are far too many farmers in here. This potato farm is actually too close and is messing up my village. You're kidding me. That's funny. Alright. Yeah, you can stay there, dude. Let's see. So I think I was told last time. Was it on stream? Maybe? I think I wanted to say it was on stream. You need at least 8 pillagers, I think, captured before they stop spawning in an area. Although, well, I guess pillagers might have been part of the problem, but I think it was really I don't think I left it near the well. Pretty sure I didn't leave it down in the beacon. Oh man, it's getting dark so fast. Oh dear. Okay, you're wood. You're not a gearbox. You're not a gearbox. You're not a gearbox. You are not a gearbox. Okay. Okay, I guess I can check that too. Huh. Well. So the one thing I have been doing, I didn't stream last weekend. Oh, there's a chest over there. I did kind of reconfigure a lot of my streaming stuff, and I am trying to use Touch Portal. What is that, clay? Yeah, you're so touched. Let me fix that. Oh, it is clay. I actually wouldn't mind keeping the clay, so we're going to switch that to dirt. And then put you back. Alright, cool. Trying to think of where I would have left it. Gonna be really irritated if it despawned. I mean, I actually still need to upgrade all my armor and stuff to netherite anyway, but I'm pretty sure the hose were just already pretty well set. Wait, what was it? Oh, those are for shears. I didn't even check to see how the shears are holding out. Can I get in there? Maybe. No. There. Well, that's not supposed to be in there. Oh, I would have to be able to get to the dispenser. I didn't leave myself a path to get to the dispenser. Oh, that's funny. I don't think I did. Hi, Pinky. Can I get up in here? Well, I could. I'd have to break stuff. I'll worry about that later. I have plenty of wool for the time being. Alright, so let's rule this out. It's dark oak. Nope, 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 nope. I'm gonna know it because it has, because of the contents. So I'm just double checking that I didn't accidentally have 4 beacons, and I've only set up 2. These have been here for a while, so I don't think it's these. Okay. Shouldn't be in there. Alright. Okay. If it's anywhere in here, it's gonna be in the generic chests. No. trying to roll everything out. Okay. Where haven't we looked? You know, that's the one thing I spend all my time today looking for. One small box that I accidentally set down somewhere. I don't remember where. Okay, that should not be it. Okay, no, and that is just one of those. Okay. Alright. I don't know why I'm trying to open those doors when I have it set to automatic. Okay, I'm pretty sure. No, I left the one chest here. I need to start cleaning up some of these chests. Maybe that's the odd jobs I should be doing today. Oh, I haven't been out there in forever, so I don't think it's out there. Pretty sure I didn't accidentally leave it in here. Yeah. It's not in here. I love this though. Alright. That episode should be soon. Oh, there's yet another one. Yeah, there's a couple chests up this way. Yeah, I do have some netherite gear on me. But I'm still all diamond armor, and that's partly because I don't have all the enchantments set up the way I would like, necessarily. This is my original fishing spot for when I needed more villagers. Which I will still need quite a bit more, honestly. There's a regular hoe, but that's because these are farmers. And every once in a while, you gotta rehoe a spot. Alright. Nope. Not looking at you. Alright. Let's go to the holding pen. Okay, a little bit less. Nope. Alright. Pretty sure I've had it since I was messing around with Houdini. I'm pretty sure I picked up everything that was up here, but hey, let's look anyway. Right. Besides, we can say hi. Hello, Houdini. How are you today? Nope, nothing up this way. Oh, I was gonna put a house up here somewhere too. Depending on when season 3 is, and I don't have a clear idea yet. There's still thoughts about some of that going on. Oh, well, I guess I'll go in the gate like I'm supposed to. Alright, I'm pretty sure I haven't been in some of these houses in a while, so I don't. Oh, those all need to be cleaned up. I don't see any reason it would be in one of these. I have so many resources tucked away in some of these spots. I'm like, oh. Alright. So I guess we'll go through and check all the houses, even though I haven't been here in a while. Just to be on the safe side. it's possible it's lost. That may be the ultimate conclusion, and I will just be sad. Oh dear. Nope. Yeah, most of what's left in these should basically just be building materials. Alright. And I still get zombies here that break down my doors, which is so annoying. But I don't want to melt the snow. And they only break down certain doors. I haven't figured that out yet. I could use those lanterns though. Somewhere. Yes, I need to go on a consolidation spree. Okay, I'm gonna pause and look out over the hillsides. Oh, I know what I was doing last. Haha. That's someplace I need to check. Spoon. Or spade. I may as well sleep. Zombies. Alright, I think I know where it's at. Just took me a while to think of. Yeah. This has a nice homey feel to it. Alright, there we go. Alright, I think I know where it's at. I finally remembered what the last thing I was actually doing was, and it was wood collecting. Yeah, see, that's got a lot of odds and ends too. Alright, yeah, nothing in you. Right down there. Let's see. I think I have to do it that way. And actually, I don't even need the, no, it's not here. No! I know I had it here. I was collecting wood, which is why this was in my inventory to start with. Alright. However, we're going to fix the thing about this that annoys me the most. This sapling won't grow because there are leaves above it. This one won't. This one won't. And I won't use a tool on these because for some reason when you use fortune on oak, I think you get more sticks and apples than you do saplings. So you're actually better off just either letting them despawn or breaking them by hand. Alright. Yep, see, nothing will grow here until I get rid of the... Or if it does, it'll be really short. So this is one of the odd jobs. But this is, I'm pretty sure this is one of the last things I actually did, so let's see, yeah. You do have to be careful because You know, these trees will grow up on you real fast. Try to replace you with the leaves. Okay, yep, one more over. Okay, a little bit more here. Okay. I'm running out of places to look, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, didn't I just do these? I'm sure a tree grew up in the meantime and replaced some of the ones that I just got rid of. Yeah, because if I want enough wood if I want to just come through and just get a whole bunch of wood, I have to clear it so the saplings can grow. Alright, that's okay. Leave a few extra of these and these. Alright. Where, oh where has my gearbox gone? I did do some of these oak trees as well because I did light up a cave a little bit down here too, which is why I had coal, because I needed coal. But I don't think I wouldn't have put that down in a cave without picking it back up. And it didn't light up everywhere, just where mobs were annoying me. Can I get back out now? Yeah, here we go. Sigh. Yeah, I think it's some sort of sad noise, but I gotta think of a parody one. Yeah, I do have some sounds in mind to add in that fit more the new theme I have decided to go with. I know I didn't leave it in there. Redstone stuff though. That's because this was gonna be my sheep farm up here, but now I'm moving it. So, oh right, I put. Yeah, totally forget that I put pressure plates. Oh, now I've messed you up. Okay, there we go. I checked this already. Well, also need to go on a naming spree. Where did you go? What did I do? Alright, apparently I'm going to need a new gearbox, as far as I can tell. Sad noises. Okay, which also means I need a couple of new diamond hose. Wait. No, 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 no. No, I always pick that up because it has my diamond in it. Okay, new lesson. Just leave the diamonds in the ender chest directly. Don't ever put the diamonds in a shulker because you forget where you put the shulkers. Okay. Oh, I was gonna check to see if I had added some. Got a few bones. I don't know why I got stone or a hopper, but oh well. The other stuff is because drowns, I think, or sometimes zombies possibly get trapped on the magma cubes as well. I guess we could check down here. Nope. Oh, that's where you are. I need to come up with a name for this dude. A name I can call him consistently. I don't want to just call him the Wandering Trailer all the time. Hey Schmoops, how you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Oh, I seem to have misplaced my my normal gearbox with all my pretty good. It's been a busy weekend. Had to work yesterday too, so yeah, I've misplaced the box that usually has my spare gear and my diamonds. So and I've just searched most of my area and going, where is it? I don't know. Oh dear. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Especially since it had all the diamonds from when I won the mining challenge. I'm like, okay, lesson learned. Don't put the diamonds in the shulker box. Oh dear. That's really annoying. It's annoying because, you know, I had thought, well, okay, maybe I'll work on my wheel fields over there, but both my enchanted hose are in that box. I swear I cannot remember where I put it. Oh, believe me, I've been going through looking at chests for the last what, 40 minutes or so? I even finally remembered what I had done last, I think. Because the last couple of things I did, the game challenge, I think it's for AP Minecraft, what Corgi did. Because Corgi put it up in our Discord specifically for AP Minecraft, but it doesn't mean Java can't have one. Okay, yeah, so I did this last time. Oh, is it APB too? Oh, yeah, no, we're also doing they're also doing a mini game challenge. I have no idea. I never built a mini game, so I have no clue what I would even attempt. Trying to think of where else I could have possibly. Yeah, my biggest fear is that it actually despawned. Oh, cool. I need to look up ideas, because if I do it, I want to do something honey related, if I can. Just because, you know, I have the honey shop. I need to eventually actually build the honey shop. I still just have the temporary setup. Oh, well. Maybe I'll do that. probably just need to grab my honey one over here and head to spawn just to see if I need to restock anyway. And that will also let me check and make sure I haven't set it down somewhere out there. Oh dear. But yeah, okay. I need to put a couple more in there, but that's not hard. But yeah, I've been going through checking chests. Oh, at least 46 diamonds, I think, off the top of my head. So, let's see. Yeah, well, you can't put it in another shulker, so it definitely has to be either a chest or I just set it down somewhere. And so far I've checked every chest I can think of. And the only other thing that I did last time, and I know I had it when I worked on the cave over there, and I think the only thing that I did after that was, and it's not over there at the moment. So I've also checked these chests. What did I just say I was gonna do? I need to restock this box. I'll go back and check those other chests again just to be safe. And I checked the ones inside the... Oh, wait, no, there's a couple in the trading shop I still might need to check. Aha. There, you go there. I need a stack of hives. Definitely. Well, I can probably put another... Oh, I'll take those. I need definitely those. Okay. Got too much stuff in my inventory still. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking roughly 46, but I don't remember exactly because I know I spent some. And then I'm also sure that I don't know that I checked the second level chests. I might have. I'm gonna drop these lights off. Not here though. Okay, not there. I'm not in these as much, so it's probably not in these. Is that where you are? You're probably knocked back too. Yes. You're still loose. Oh dear. Nope, you're not there. It's gonna be bright blue if I do manage to find it. Okay. But I just remembered there's a couple of chests up here I don't think I looked at. Here's one. No, you're not in there. And one more in there. Nope. Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, he's supposed to be up here. Because I messed up his area. Let's see if I can reconfigure it maybe. Oh, I probably can. I just need to bring that out here. If I can get him back in there, will be the other thing. Where do I want to go? Down here. So yeah, I know I was over here a little bit. I didn't put it in you. No, I didn't think so. And I already checked in there, and I checked to make sure I didn't. Honestly, I didn't have any plans. That's why I thought, oh well, I'll just I do need to work on building some wheat fields, so I thought, oh, maybe I'll just do that. And instead, I'm looking for a shulker box that actually has the hose in it that I would have used to build the wheat fields. So, but yeah, maybe we'll just travel to spawn and double check that I didn't leave it there. Oh, feel free, feel free. I had to look up how to do it. I forget who I was watching. Yeah. Oh, I know who was watching. I don't remember his name off the top of my head. I can send it to you if you want. Where am I going? Spawn. Okay. Oh no. I have it. It starts with N. He did a video with Harris, and Harris recommended him for like tricks like that. With Harris Heller. And I have it saved. Yes, Nubby. Yes, that's exactly who it is. I'm pretty sure that's who I got it from. Yeah, it was a very nifty little trick. I liked it. I was like, oh, that's cool. Okay, nope. Alright. May as well check my stock anyway. It's been a little while since I've been to spawn. Yeah, he has a ton of good stuff. Yes, I was noticing that. It's very neat. It's very neat. I'm off frame. Which way? Which way? This way. Now watch which way is pointed. Shift that a little bit. Oh. There. Oh. Yeah, and I changed a few things around. I decided to go more with, yeah, that's what I liked about it. It's like I'm actually, yeah, yep. That's kind of was like, oh, that's cool. So I figured, yeah, let me try that. That's cool. That's neat. I like the way that looks. Oh, both. I like both of those. It's two different videos of his. I think I combined the different ideas. Yeah, the rounded edges I liked too. Let's see. All right, here. I remember what I'm doing. Yeah, so I added a couple things and changed some things around. Changed the channel points to. I decided I would stick with the pirate theme. Everybody seemed to like those ideas. Oh yeah, not a problem. Hopefully I remember. Or DM me in Discord. Yeah, once I get the pirate theme finished up, I'll probably just keep it that way for a little while. Okay. I don't think I left it in here, but I really need to actually finish my actual shop. Those are good. Those are good. This is the only one that sells, and I think I know who they sell to usually. And he's not on lately. Okay, no worries. No such luck. Alright. So if I left it in the shop, theoretically somebody would have put it in. Yeah, let me try Joe's. Nope. Let me check the post office. Just on the off chance I left it in a shop and somebody put it in here as found. But they also probably would have messaged Discord. Huh. Nice. So no such luck there. Where are the other shops I went to last? Okay. Frankie's, nope. Yeah, I went there, but I didn't leave anything else. No, I hopped in here. Wait. No way. Oh, that's... Yep. Found it. Found it. Oh, I need to make those, I think those are maxed. I need to netherite those. Okay, I left it on my shopping trip. Alright. Let me clear a couple things out of my inventory. There we go. Okay, cool. Okay. Oh. You know what? Yep. All right, awesome. We have found it. That took entirely too long. It took me nearly an hour to find out where I left it. Never would have thought I left it at spawn. Never would have thought that. Alright, I feel better. Um, now I'll keep track of where I am and where I need to be. Oh dear. Well, doing something apparently turned out to be searching. So, there we go. Alrighty. It's interesting. It's been sitting there for a while too. And Corgi, I think, has been on. Just didn't check her shop. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, I want to actually make these tools netherite. And the easiest place to do that is probably going to be over at the iron farm. And then we'll probably just do the wheat fields like I was... Oh, I forgot there was glass there. Whoopsie. Okay. Let's see. It's this one, right? Yes. Okay. Okay. So now that I actually have you back, I think these are actually at a level where I can upgrade them, so I'm going to do that now. Okay, so there we go. And that one. Awesome. Okay, cool. Okay, now fantastic, fantastic. I feel much better. I was gonna say I usually do something with them, so I was gonna resand that a little bit. I'll do that later. Okay. So we'll put you there, and we'll put you there temporarily as well. Okay, cool. I might as well put a bed down. Okay, and I have some things to work with. At least a few things. Okay. Alrighty. Yep, there we go. Cool. Alright, so I've collected some seeds so we can get a little bit of a start on this. I definitely want this area nearby to be wheat. So, we can go in some sort of pattern with paths, but you know, worst comes to worst, I will just relay the path later. Also want to do a little something with this pond, but at this point I just want to start laying out the wheat because I can always change it back later. Right? How far can I go out? 5? I don't remember. Anyway, left it at the terracotta shop. So, quite happy to have rediscovered it, that is for certain, especially since there were quite a few diamonds left in it. Yeah, learn that lesson. Always keep the diamonds in your, you know, well, I mean, or just don't ever lose your shulker boxes. And technically it was really just misplaced, so. Alright. It might be interesting to put a stream in that leads towards the lake, or maybe even connect these two. I like playing with the landscape a little bit. So I actually might do that once I get this wheat planted, and then that way, you know, give it some time to grow. I was gonna plant some other things out here as well. Might even, debating with the idea of putting some villagers out here, but I'd need a whole lot of lighting. And I'm still not sure what kind of lamppost style I want to implement. I would like something that, you know, kind of says Honeycomb Junction. So, so we'll see. Yeah, but I want to put, also, you know, do scarecrows out here in the lake as well. So, yeah, this wheat is gonna run out. The seeds that I have are gonna run out really fast. So this might be more of a long-term planting thing. I mean, yes, I can probably bone meal some of it, but that's a lot of seeds to have to gather. I'm wondering if I fortune grass, do I get more seeds? Because that would be cool. Or are you just gonna give me the one, just like normal? It looks like just one, just like normal. Okay. Alright. So let's do a little bit of... I wouldn't mind... Ooh, I wouldn't mind making another little pond right here. I like having ponds here and there. And the other thing I want to do is kind of decorate them a little bit. So, you know, just do half planting, but also have maybe a little bit of sugar cane and so forth around the actual pond edges. And lily pads, and you know, I like the sand bottoms, but let's see, I might have to go 2 down on some of these. Because you can't, if you want to bone meal for like the underwater grass, you got to go at least 2 deep. And I think what I'm actually also going to do is replace that with grass so it looks better anyway. We'll do that. Okay, alright. So I'm going to replace some of this dirt with grass, and then hopefully the rest of it will grow. Well, we got a lot of grass out of that, so. Maybe some of this will grow as we're doing it, but. I like either a sandy bottom or a grassy bottom, or all dirt. Either way, but just kind of like it to be pretty much all over, I guess. That's not what I wanted to do. You two come back. Alright, cool. There we go. Almost there. A little bit more here and there. Okay, you. Alright, I think we're almost ready. Alright, cool. So what I think we're going to do is connect that one and this one, and then this one and this one. Going to have some little streams going through, as well as letting this wheat grow. No, come back. Actually wouldn't mind having some of that sugar cane go ahead and grow. Wait, do I have spots I can plant? I think I do. Yep. I think I can, yeah. Oh, well, or not. Maybe we'll do something like this. Yeah, that looks cool. And there's one more over here we can do that on. Alright, and then let me put this back. We'll use it a little bit later. Oh, no. Let me go ahead and do this other. Oh, there's no water in it. Never mind. Use some filler. And what else was I going to do? I don't remember. Kind of want, let's see, no, I want this to be sand, so I really only want to fill in this very bottom part, which can be whatever. So you and you I want to swap out, and you, okay, alright, so yeah. I really only want to fill the very bottom part at the moment. And then I'll put layers of sand above. Because this one already has a little bit of sand, so we'll try and keep it sand. Okay, cool. And then I kind of want a sort of a network of ponds. I know. I'm going kind of the wrong way, but that's okay. There we go. Cool. Alrighty. Sorry, house noises. Okay. I don't mind some flowing water, but I don't know that I want it for this one. I actually like flowing water, especially I think flowing water is good around villages, because it solves a lot of, it almost works better than a fence for mobs. Okay, here we go. Now we're gonna have to do a little bit of this. But we've created water sources right here, so that won't be too bad. And there we go. There's a refillable water source right there. Sweet. And there. Cool. I like the way that when you manage to hit the right spot, just a whole bunch of this just fills in, which is cool. You hit the right spot and then, you know, there's like, boom, that whole section is done. Alright, this is the trickier part for me, is doing these top layers. But then when you get it, when you hit it just right, it fills in itself for you. It's just that every once in a while you get one of those spots that doesn't want to fill right. And it takes a little bit to figure it out. But I love it when it does that, where it just does that. Oh, we're autofilling this. And there we go. Boom, now we have another pond over here. Sweet, I like this. Cool. Alright, now I want to connect these two. And I think that one is a lower level. So I want it to be an actual stream flow for this part, which would be cool. Alright, so I think what we'll do is I kind of have a natural zigzag. Yeah, a little bit more. Okay, but the other thing I want to do is actually extend this out a little bit. Figure out where I want it to go. I think right about there. Okay. No, that's not what I meant to do. Wrong. Okay. There we are. Alright, let's try that. Okay. Alright. I wish there was a way I could do it so that it flowed the whole way, but you kind of can't unless you're doing multiple layers, because you get it where it flows in the wrong direction, which is annoying. So instead, you got to do it still for part of the way, like this. No. And then you can have it flow a little bit. No, not there. There. There we go. Okay. We're getting there. A little bit more. Is it getting dark? Not quite. Okay, good. Because my bed's way over there. Alright, now... Huh. Okay. There we go. That was kind of what I was shooting for right there. Sweet. Now, if we could just get it to where the water would actually run the whole way, that would be sweet, but I think the only way we could do that was if there was a different type of water block. Ooh. There's a big depression over here. Maybe that one also feeds this one. There's also a small one over there, but I don't know. It depends. I don't want to get too carried away. Alright. Let me see. This is one down. Okay. So I'll definitely have to fill in the bottom part of this. There you are. I found it. I goofed. I did start on this, by the way. I left it in the terracotta shop, so going to spawn was a good thing. And yeah, I moved my diamonds over here. But yeah, I had 40 blocks and 17. So, but yeah, I found everything. Had all this gear in it too, so I was like, no. But yeah, working on the wheat fields, kind of. I made this. I turned this into a pond and connected this stream and that stream, and luckily this one's at a different level, so I could make it actually flow down, which is cool. I like it when it does that. And I was just thinking, it would be really nice if they added a flowing water source block that you could do for streams, so that you can have flowing streams in your worlds. It was just an off the wall idea, but I kind of want to make this one into a bit as well, but it's got a lot of underneath stuff here that needs to be filled up. But yeah, I was very relieved at finding that. Let's see. I think I got plenty of dirt. I can fill in the very bottom of this. I'm definitely gonna want it too deep though, because you can't. It has to be too deep to bone meal. I know there's iron there, and oh. I need better underwater gear too. Actually, I should get rid of that other layer because I like to do the ponds too deep so that you can bone meal the grass. and it looks better. And there's already water underneath here, so that's less I would have to, well, no, actually that's the part that needs filling in, so, oh well. Oh, yeah, I put the bed down over here. Oh, but that was cool. I was very glad to find that. And I know what I was doing. I was hunting. I don't even know how long it's been there, because the last time I was in the terracotta shop, I was looking at possibly getting some terracotta for redoing the village over there, which I had some. I think I was just looking at colors, and I might have got a little bit more yellow. I honestly don't remember. But oh dear. Yeah, I hate losing those. Oh, believe me, I was too. I was like, no! Let's see, that would be smarter this time and do the water part last. And I'm probably getting carried away and doing extra stuff, but I like playing the landscape a little bit too, so. This part's fun for me. Oh, well, part of it, so that's the cool thing that Gavai's Minecraft, his mining challenge did, was that because getting diamonds was extra points, you know, the mining challenge, you get points for your ores. So I managed to get, some good ore finds, which meant I got diamonds doing the challenge, and then winning the challenge also gave me diamonds. So it was kind of a twofer. But and he basically did a winner takes all, but I went and shared some, so like, I don't know. I feel better if I share some, so I did. But yeah, that's actually the cool thing about a mining challenge is I thought about that later, and it's like, even if you don't win, you're gonna get ores that you can use. Or, if you're building with stone or something, you're gonna pick a lot of that up too. So I'm like, that's actually a good little challenge to have. Did I want that grass? Yes. Alright, I should be putting grass down, not. That'd be right. I meant to put grass down instead of dirt, and save the dirt for the bottom parts. Oh well. I can fix that. Terraforming is not horrible. It just takes a little while, and when I do it, I try to keep it fairly natural, if at all possible. Just kind of make it a little bit random, or just follow the natural flow. Because usually I try and keep. My thought is I like playing with the existing landscape more so than terraforming. So even though I'm calling it that, all I'm really doing is deepening this out a little bit and changing the level of the layers, because I don't want mob spawns. I don't even have to fill in all that water that's underneath, come to think of it. I was going to, but I don't absolutely need to. I need to get back out though. Oh, yeah, because I was thinking I needed to fill all that in, but really I don't. I can just leave it water. It's just that you would get drowned sometimes underneath. Yeah, so if you just kind of watch or look at how Minecraft patterns landscape and just kind of follow that a little bit is basically all I really do. Okay. Oh yeah, I got tons of grass from that. Okay, cool. That's not where you're supposed to go. Cool. And I know some of this grass will turn as long as it's not covered in water, but the one that's covered in water will not, so. Yeah, the grass won't grow if it's covered, so those I definitely need to go ahead and change, and that's one I already changed. Don't get that one. Tools are too powerful sometimes. But my hose weren't even netherite either, and they were basically pretty well maxed out, so I just I had enough netherite. I fixed that too. Okay, so I really can just do this. The only thing is, you know, we would get baby drowns spawning in because it's what, one block. But at this point, I think I would rather save the time. Alright, now I gotta do a couple of these because as soon as I start putting water in, they won't convert. And I got enough grass on me, it's not that difficult. Okay, cool. Hi, sheep. Let's see. You. Okay. Yeah, I didn't, because I've been working, I didn't really have a solid plan for what I was doing today, and this has kind of been sort of on my to-do list eventually. So I'm like, oh, well, you know, that's at least one thing I know I wanted to do, so we'll start this. What kind of natural look are you working on? Sheep. Get out of there. Any specific area? Actually, it was kind of what I was thinking. Okay. See if I can get some of these spot ones. Yeah, you're on the edge, so I'm not going to change you. Okay, alright. Oh, did he? I haven't really looked today. And I have a lot of stuff that's not finished. And that's the one thing that I've got to work on my main area. But I wanted to try and do some of that as a sort of a time lapse. I've been working with my phone. And I've got my phone to work as a camera. So, my main trading hall. I mean, I have I have planned for when the full 1.18 comes out. If we're doing a shorter, I have no idea. I'll just make stuff up as I go. It's not difficult. I never have problems figuring out what to do in Minecraft. I know people do. Well, I'll say that. Once in a while I do. But usually all it takes for me to fix is I just wander through and find an area every once in a while, and you know, and in Minecraft itself, the locations tends to inspire me. So I'll probably just wander through and find a location. Is that changing some of that back to dirt? I feel like I'm doing some of these more than once. Alright. Enough of that. Let me just... I think it is. I think the flowing water is changing some of that back to dirt. Alright. Okay. Alright, well... The last target date, I think we kind of missed a little bit, so might be a little bit extra time depending. But I think he's trying to be more accurate about that stuff too, so he will probably try and make sure he hits it just right. Okay, let me go find my bed. Oh, no worries, no worries. I'll go check after a bit. But yeah, it means I need to spend some time. Yeah, I even have a path marked out here I never finished. Huh, interesting. Okay, I think I have this the way I want it. Sort of. I don't know that they directly said it was COVID, specifically. But they did say, at least part of the reason was their team health. So... kinda. Okay. Now if Minecraft will be good to me and all these will fill in easily, that will make me happy. That was part of it. But the other part is, they didn't want to do because the mountains are so technical, and they don't want to, and so there's a couple of players, Etho and Dallas Med, who play. I don't know if Etho's. He's probably Java because he plays Hermitcraft. I know Dallas Med is Bedrock, and he's been playing on the same world since 2014. So they want to make sure when they do a world update that players with old worlds can convert, and I think that's one of the reasons they want to be really careful with the new generation, because it changes world height and world depth, and they just don't want to accidentally cause major problems for some of those older worlds. They want those players to be able to convert their worlds and play. Yeah, exactly. I'm kind of that way too. So that was one reason, and a lot of the blocks themselves, they pretty much already have ready. So I think they've been testing with a lot of it. So the blocks I think is going to be a lot easier for them to get done. So they're going to release that portion earlier, so that you can at least play with Moss and most of the new mobs except for the Warden. I think the only thing is not coming is the Warden. I think is waiting until the rest of the generation, because I think of where it is in the deep dark. They can't put it in until they actually add the area. And then what was the other thing? Archaeology, I think they're just temporarily holding, just because they want to implement it correctly and they can't quite do it yet. Okay, cool. Now this will be easier to network the wheat fields or other crops. I might do some other crops as well. That's Silk Touch. Oh, with that or Fortune. Let me try Fortune. Let's see if I can get some more seeds. I don't know that Fortune gives you extra seeds, but I think it should. Yeah, I debated putting villagers out here, but I think they would die to zombies all the time. I don't know why I'm not just holding this down. I forget you can do that sometimes. Yeah, I would much prefer a working version as opposed to a partially working one. Oh, I have a full inventory apparently. Alright, let's make some hay bales in addition to the ones I already have in here. Okay, cool. Oh wow, that got me a lot of wheat. Okay, Fortune must be working then. Cool. That's awesome. Alright, I need to do some water patches as well, in addition to the streams, and oh, let me pick these up. Oh, I still don't have enough room to pick up all the seeds. Well, goodness me. Alright, cool. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to. No. Yeah, get rid of some of the dirt there. There we go. So I'm sure I will play with streams some more. Okay, cool. If I'd have realized that was what I was going to end up doing, I would have titled it that way, playing with streams on stream. That's just funny to me. Maybe it's just me. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to the updated stuff. And I love that they're finally doing something different with caves. And I don't know, have you seen the ore veins that they're adding in? Oh, those are incredible. and it makes it more, I guess, realistic as to where, you know, because ores do naturally occur in veins, so I'm kind of hyped that that's something they've considered. So that I think would be awesome. Okay, 15 minutes. I don't mind running a little bit over, but I'm not going to run over a ton. My baseball team's on today, so I get to watch. I agree with you. The biggest problem I have with exploring, I'm not going there. The biggest problem I have with exploring is not really a problem. It's just that every time I go exploring, I'm like, ooh, I want to build there, and there, and there, and oh, I want to build some there. That's what happens to me. Oh, another trader. I think I've been watching too much Dallas Med, but I like his style. It's kind of the same kind of what I would have liked to go. I would hope to go for myself. So he calls the Wandering Trailer Bob, which I love. But you know, I don't want to steal that. I don't want to, I'm like, oh, I should call him something, but what? I'm just dotting out sugarcane. Okay. Cool. Now I can plant some more wheat. And I guess I'll just start way back here and work from there. But yeah, every time, you know, I'm exploring, I see this mountain and that mountain and how they work with an overhang, and I'm like, oh, it would be really cool to put something there. Or, you know, but what I have multiple base designs in my head. I have a list of about 10, I think, that I eventually want to do. So it's just a matter of when I can get those done. Go sleep. He looks exotic. I want to call him some sort of name like no. Oh, hi spider. Bye. I don't know, Raoul. Just because he looks like from a far off land to me, I would like to give him a name that's somewhere not. You just call him that all the time. But that was my original plan, was not really to do SMP. It was to just do a sort of a long-term Let's Play world, because my inspiration was Python, and originally I like Rendog. I mean, I watched some Hermitcraft, but I actually like Rendog's first Let's Play worlds. Of course, he's involved with Hermitcraft so much he doesn't do that anymore, really. But that was my original goal. But it's difficult. I don't have the time and work to do that and an SMP both so much. So, but I will say, I still have, you know, it still gives me the opportunity, one, to play with other people, which is awesome, and two, to explore different base ideas. If I did a single player world, the only difference would be I would do the same type of base ideas. I would just try and connect them together somehow. you know, roads or whatever. Okay. What's 5 maybe? I think it's supposed to be 5, but 4 works a lot better. As far as what the water will reach. But I have also added, I don't know if you use anything like Touch Portal. It works kind of like a Stream Deck, although it wasn't. They had an update, and it's not working as well for me today, I think. Let me test it. Let's see. So next track. There we go. That one. Yeah, there it goes. Okay, cool. That did work. All right, cool. So now that it's actually working, set it up on my phone. I might need to switch it to Bluetooth because it's running the same Wi-Fi as what the stream is carrying. Yes, but Touch Portal works the same. It uses your phone as an app, and it works the same as a Stream Deck, basically. And it's cheaper. So, yeah, I was playing around with that. I just need to add some sounds for it. Which I have some ideas. I want to do like a cannonball and stuff and stick with the pirate theme I have going on. I don't know. Can you see the channel points design? I went with rum bottles. I might need to change the start and break screens and so forth to go along with the rest of the pirate design. But yeah, since I was doing pirate sounds, and I'm thinking I'll do a pirate bass in the not too distant future. Probably when the full 1.18 is out is what I'm hoping, but we'll see. Yeah, and I took the break last weekend and ended up working on stream stuff most of the time. Which is funny. What do you have anyway? Probably nothing I want. You're actually selling scaffold? Really? Wow. I like the blue ice, but I'd rather give Rev the business. And the sea pickles. I mean, that's the only thing that he has that I usually like. Oh, okay. I don't have any more seeds at the moment. Okay, so I have, what, 8 of these? So what I can do is maybe just do a little bit of something like that. Spread this around a little bit. And then I need to come up with a scarecrow design too. I like. Why didn't I come back here? I have water right over here. Okay. Yeah, so if you want to get me talking, just ask me about Minecraft plants. I I have a few ideas that I'm trying to not share because I've never seen one or two of them done the way I have them in my head. They might have been, but not that I've ever seen. So those I'm kind of trying to keep to myself a little bit. So of course I'm sure that makes you curious. But yeah. 'Cause I think that would be really unique. One I tried to do, I think in my Let's Play, I was trying to get there. And I don't think that's necessarily unique. It's just expanding on it, like the jungle tree houses. I think it would be neat to put a full village up in the tree houses. So that's definitely an idea I think of. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Well, that one I don't think is entirely original. It's not one of the ones that that I've not necessarily seen done. I've seen similar things, but yeah, I'll not share that one too much more. But yeah, there's definitely a couple. One in particular that I think will be sort of difficult, but also I really want to try it. And I think the only reason it's difficult is because the early game resources in that particular biome might be a little difficult. But yeah, definitely some ideas I want to try in the future. Okay, might have to link a little bit of water to that. But yeah, I'm just I haven't explored much more on this world since I've done since I started. But I definitely want to keep, and I need to figure out how much time I have left. Because what happens is a lot of times the streams take enough of my energy, and I only do them on the weekends when I'm not working. And normally when I was doing just YouTube, that is when I would get the bulk of my building done. So I either need to incorporate it into the streams or something. Or just keep working some after the stream is done. But yeah, that's usually when a lot of that extra work would get done for me. And I already know the way my work is shaping up, my weekends are probably going to get tied up a little too much in the next couple of weeks, so that's not going to be fun. At least through May. Probably put those all close together, but that's alright. I want to do, I should sleep. I want to do some paths and things through here, but the big things that I probably had left that I want to do, see, I knew there would be mobs out here. I gotta think up pathways and lighting. but this may be something that kind of gets a little unfinished. I didn't really have a plan for today, which is why I get started, but this is the kind of thing that's easier to work on for pretty much anybody. So if I leave this part unfinished a little bit, I won't be as worried, I suppose. How's the music for you, by the way? Obviously it's, you know, my style. I don't know who else likes this. I just, I guess because I'm a casual, slow person most of the time, I always like faster music. Definitely a me thing, definitely. Yeah, that's all Stream Beats, Harris Heller type stuff. Oh, hi guys. Whoops. That's the other thing I like about running water, is that those guys get caught in it. And I've always wanted to do, and I've never really tried this. I've always wanted to do a village kind of surrounded by not just fence walls, but also running water that just catches those guys and directs them to, you know, a spot with, I don't know, magma blocks or something, so they're caught on it, and you just put the hoppers underneath. It's kind of like a it's a passive farm, I guess. But yeah. Alrighty. Well, that's wasted an hour looking for this thing. Which means that the first thing I'm going to do before I get off is pick it up. But yeah, it's got all my emergency supplies in it. The spare elytra, the netherite, the ender pearls, spare pickaxes, and sword. So yeah. So that, yeah, I won't pick this one up too, because I think it's the one I had in my inventory. Yep. Alright. Thanks for hanging out, Schmoops. I appreciate it very much. Let's see. Let me pause. Oh no. Let me not. I don't need to pause. I need to get to a safe spot. Oh, you lost your llamas. Well, you shouldn't have been out here at night, dude. Hey, come up with a name. Hi, bunnies. Oh, I want to make a bunny farm over there too. Oh, too many things. I made the vine farm too big. Up there on the hill. But mind doing a little something right here. I've already done the I want to do everything. Would have done a turtle sanctuary too. Don't think I'm gonna have time. Barely gonna have enough time, I think, to redo the village and redo the village and what am I thinking? Oh, finish the trading hall. So yeah, I want to do that as a time lapse on the exterior. So I think I did part of it. I just the phone will only record so much at one time. So I actually need to set up scaffolding and then work along the top some. But I think I'm gonna make the top portion kind of like it's stripped so it's bare, and then have the bottom portion be more barky. Like this is still getting the nutrients and resources, and that's older and decayed up top. So anyway, okay, we'll go back to the fish farm to drop off, and I'll see if there's another small streamer on. It's Sunday, so often that is not always the case. And maybe I'll AFK for the rest hour till the server resets, actually. Okie doke. Let me see what we got. This I still have to use the mouse for. Okay. Yeah, okay. So I don't see another small streamer. I'm not necessarily going to do a large streamer, so I guess we will pretty much just end it here. Thanks for hanging out. It's always good to be able to chat. So, let me see if I can get this to work from the phone. Okay. Alright. So, thanks very much for hanging out. I appreciate chatting with you. It's always good. And, I think I can stream next Saturday, but it's probably going to be early because anniversary weekend for me with the wife, and it's also Mother's Day weekend. So, maybe not a Sunday stream. Alright. Thanks for hanging out, and that's it for today. Catch y'all later. Look, there it goes.